Okay, go ahead. How are you, friend? How
I
are you?
am well. Look at that. Woo-hoo.
What is that?
Little Pinot Grigio.
Girl, I was about to make myself a margarita, and then I was like, y'all can't be up here getting drunk in the middle of like.
Hell, you say after what I just saw today. My God, today.
Oh, yeah. I mean, this last. What is today? The
This
26th?
past year. This past year. Just
No, but for me, the last 4 weeks have been like I should have been on drinking holiday. Like Jesus, sweet
it's
Jesus, sweet Jesus, Mary and Tito. It has been
not Tito. What?
Tito. Give me a tissue.
I literally like while we are sitting here,
Mm-hmm.
um I just wrapped up a commercial, so I had to pretend to eat my chef salad. So I got something in my teeth. I don't know what it is.
But how
Anyway,
much pretending were you actually doing?
huh? Well, I had to show, right?
Oh, okay.
I had to be intentional with the salad.
I
With the
understand
salad.
now.
Okay.
Okay.
So, so much is happening in the past couple of days
Yes.
that I literally, there's a video of me where I'm laughing and crying at the same time.
Oh no, I commented on it. I said me
Really?
daily. Me daily.
Jesus
Yes.
Christ. It's like,
Because I'm sorry, every morning, I'm sorry, every morning I get up and I read Heather Cox Richardson. She's like the first thing I read, right?
mhm, mhm.
And more often than not, I find myself chuckling, if not outright cackling,
Mhm.
because of the preposterous nature
Oh,
of all
the foolery.
it's yes.
Mhm.
Okay, so why were you laughing?
I was laughing. First of all, here's a true story behind the actual me laughing.
Okay.
There was a running joke on this girl that I follow,
Okay.
and she's really cool. Young
Who is
lady. She
she?
got to be in her mid 30s.
Who is
I
she?
forgot her name, but she's a comedian, and she's Indian, literally Indian, not Native American. She's Indian, and she is of the LGBTQIA community, and
Oh,
so she's freaking hilarious. I've been following her and all of her merry friends as they create their content, and they
okay.
are hilarious. So they have this thing called "Don't Laugh," right?
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
and
Where they
so
tell the joke
you can't.
you can't
Yes, so
laugh.
she's usually the one sitting up in the corner with the really. So she showed this video of this guy trying to get on the bus, and he was in a wheelchair, and the bus had the public transportation has the ramp. He was trying to get, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he was trying to roll up, and instead of rolling up, he rolled backwards and he flipped. And she was sitting there trying not to laugh, and she had like one tear rolling down her face, and I fell out. And it wasn't that he fell
No,
back.
it's her reaction to
It
it.
was her reaction that got me. And at that moment, all I could think about was all of the shit that
Yes.
was going on. So I couldn't really enjoy her facial expression because I was too busy thinking about all of the crap.
Yeah, and then I just to add to the crap, and I don't know if you saw this headline today. I gotta find it. Hold on. Um, home prices are expected to fall. Um, it's going to be a price correction, which will be worse than the 2008 housing market crisis.
Ain't no way. I'm logging off. Heather, this is the end of today's show. Are you kidding me? What?
I'm yes, for reals. Okay, so it's a Newsweek. I'll send you the link. Where did it go? Where did it go? There it is. Okay, it's a Newsweek story, and it says, I'll just summarize. It says the house the housing market is facing a price correction that should be worse than 2008, according to this well-known housing analyst who expects home prices to drop in half as soon as next year. And her quote is, "I think we're going to correct all the way to a point where household median income actually matches the home price." Home price. And so that is going to be worse than 2008. This could devolve. Are you ready for this? A lot faster than last time. Yeah. So just to add to the myriad layers of fuckery that we are dealing with, now we have, I mean, because we have economic nonsense that we're dealing with, right? The price of freaking everything is up. I shop at Aldi because you get more natural food for less money. But even like my grocery bill, which I shop for myself,
right,
and his royal fatness, and for him, right? And if you go tuning in for the first time, that's my cat, Sir Walter Payton. He is knighted. Anyway, but like my weekly grocery bill, even accounting for his food, is like, or it was rather, let's just say earlier this year, it was maybe $50 to $75, right?
Not bad at all.
No, because I don't really eat that much, and not that you could tell, because menopause belly is real. But now I'm spending between $75 and $100, so it has gone up by nearly 25%, and I'm not buying anything extra. Yes, I know Aldi has the aisle of shame. I also love the aisle of shame, but I try. But the way my Aldi is set up is like you can go around it.
Yeah.
You don't have to go through it, right? So like you come up the aisle, you go down, there's the pet food, there's baby stuff, toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, blah, 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 blah. And then you can go boop, boop, like boop, right around it and not even go through it, right? Which I have been doing lately. So be proud of me. Because I will spend some money in the aisle of shame. Anywho, but just food wise, you know, like Walter's food is because of his diabetes, he has to have kind of a special diet. So he's on a prescription food, which, girl, is expensive. It's like $64 for 24 days of food.
Wait, stop.
What? It's prescription.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Go ahead, let it out. He has diabetes. He's fat and older now. And he doesn't get as much exercise as he used to. What? Listen, there's very little I won't do for him. Okay?
Oh my God.
I love him.
I can tell. And he looks like he is just.
He's orange, which means he's both super clingy and affectionate and a complete asshole. So that's just how he is. Anyway.
So you found out that he has diabetes because you, of course, love him so much that he has regular doctor's appointments.
That's not how it happened. He turned into a cat with no bones. So like I would pick him up and he was just like really limp. He was like not just laying next to me, but like wanting to lay on me. Very unusual.
Oh, so he wasn't feeling well.
No, he was he was sick. So it's been it's been over a year since he was diagnosed. So he gets an insulin shot once a day, which I get fulfilled through the Walmart pharmacy.
Really?
Oh yeah, you can get most of your pet needs through your human pharmacy. I know, it's so much cheaper. But anyway, so he eats a somewhat special diet. He has some prescription food that he gets once a day. And then he has to eat a predominantly soft food diet because he has to have, like, his fat content can't be too high in his food. So imagine me in the aisles Pick and Save reading nutrition labels on cat food. Yep, that was me. Yeah, turning the box over, like, and I'm buying it in like more than one can at a time. It's like a box of 24 or whatever. And then but then the vet was like, well, he's good now, like, he needs to have some hard food incorporated. So then I had to find a senior formula for cats over 12 because he's 14, right? So he gets this like mixture of food throughout the day, but his soft cat food, his wet cat food that's not prescription has gone up by 25%. So where I would pay $20 for 24 cans, now I'm paying $25, $24 for 24 cans. And people might be like, well, that's $1 a can. How bad is that? They are 3 ounces, people. 3-ounce cans of food. They're like this big around and about that. Like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So everything has gone up, right? So now we have the economy is, what it is with prices, and gas seems to be okay right now.
Right.
But can we just remind the people who does not have control over gas prices? Who? The president.
The president.
Stop thinking that whoever is in that office does. Jesus.
Stop blaming it on him.
Or giving credit
to
the
him.
President has nothing to do with gas prices. Can you please educate yourself on this? Thank you.
I agree. I agree with that.
But and so as everybody knows, I'm sure in your area too, housing prices have been up through the roof.
They have.
Absolutely. So have interest rates, right?
Right.
Like, girl, did I tell you what the assessor told me my house was going up?
To what?
By how much? Just guess by how much the assessor told me my house was increasing.
$100.
Oh, no, for the annual assessment.
The annual assessment. $3,000.
$87,000.
I'm sorry, Will.
So this is the brief history of my house.
Okay.
Just so everybody understands, I bought a duplex. I live on the first floor. One of my daughters and one of my granddaughters lives upstairs. Okay.
Right.
I bought this house at $170,000 back in February of 2021 when interest rates were super low. So I got an interest rate of 2.25%.
Yeah.
Okay. My house. So they didn't remember they skipped assessments for 2021 because of COVID. So then they came back in 2022 and they were like, okay, well, we have to reassess your house. Okay. And they said that it had gone up $20,000 over what I paid for it, which was more than $100,000 that it was assessed previously. Okay, whatever, fine.
Yeah.
It doubled my property taxes. Okay. Well, they did not reassess then. No, that's a lie. They reassessed in 23. They didn't do it in 24. Then they came back in 25. And that's when it's this year they told me that my house increased by $87,000 from 170 to 252 or something like that.
Golly.
Yeah. Now, there are very few comparables in my neighborhood that you could actually be like, your house is just like that house, which is just like this house, which that doesn't happen in my neighborhood. People, when they buy houses here, they hold on to them. My house, because it's been almost 5 years that we've lived here, is the newest transaction on our block.
Wow.
And the one before that was like 2015 or something like that, right?
Wow.
Like, people on my block especially launched their houses, right? So anyway, so now we're dealing with these big ass assessments increases, which increases your property tax, which increases the revenue your municipality can bring in. Anyway, that's a whole nother thing. And now, and interest rates have been high, right? Because even if I were today to buy my house for $170,000 with the interest rates where they are, I couldn't afford to live here. So to have this increase and now to get this news that home prices are going to fall potentially by half is a little worrisome, frankly, for me.
Yeah.
And I know that that's market dependent, so we'll see like what happens. What's going on in your area house-wise?
Well, the house prices are pretty much, they haven't been stagnant, but they've not. So I just got my property taxes back. And they've risen by about $1,300. Not happy about that.
Yeah. That's terrible though, because it's only like 100 and something a month.
Yeah.
That's not terrible.
Right. It's not bad. But it's not good either. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So it increased by $1,300. So that took my taxes for the year up to $4,780. Oh, honey, my taxes, yeah. Yeah. Yep.
Oh, but girl, you have a big ass house.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
My house is worth it's worth over $250,000. It's almost at 400,000.
Shit.
So yeah, I have a pretty big house. So I was still not happy with it though, because when I pay my mortgage, the taxes get paid with it. But still, I was like, where in the hell did this come from? Well, anyway, so that's number one. I have seen an increase, but I wanted the increase because when I get my statement from the city or the county, it tells me the value of my home.
Right.
And it did increase. But damn, can you give me breathing room on these daggone taxes?
For real.
So anyway, so that's number one. Number two, I have been working on some new projects. I have, hang on just a moment. I just actually got a new contract, and they just sent me a message saying that they've sent their first payment.
Well, all right.
Well, amen. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
It's not going to go to me. It's going to go to the team that's going to do the work.
Not the point. Not the point. The fact is the money's coming in so you can pay the team to do the work, to get more work, to pay the team and yourself to do more work.
Thank you for the reminder, because sometimes I'm like, well, damn, didn't I just? But yeah, so I've been just really hitting the news really hard and paying attention to things. And if you ever, I don't share my desk often, but I literally have 1, 2, 3. One of my screens is gone. It's in the other room. So I feel like I am in the Matrix, and I don't know if you remembers Tank, the little guy that sat at the main controls, and he was from here to here to here to here. That's how my desk is set up. Okay. And I've literally been monitoring the news so heavy because it's coming. I feel like it's coming in faster than it has before. And so I'm keeping both of my phones on me, and I'm at my desk more as opposed to being in the dining room, because I've got an aggregator going here that's pinging me. Then I've got, Substack coming over here. And then I've got the news. The television screen is literally moving news as we speak right now. And it's like, oh my God. And then I have my iPad that sits here as well. And I'm being inundated with news like all day long, trying to keep up. And this week has been one for, I feel like, I say this often, I feel like we are literally in a television show called Scandal.
Where is B613 when you need them?
Listen.
Where is Papa Pope?
Where is Daddy Pope? I need him to show up.
I need Papa Pope and Jake's crazy ass.
Period. So I feel like I'm in an episode because there's never room to breathe. Yeah. Like, and it's like the 10th, it's like the nth degree. And for yourself, if I'm not working on Brownstone, this is a part of Brownstone, right? Yeah. So this is what I do, like 24/7 almost.
Yeah.
And I've not had a chance to really breathe, because the minute, and then, cutting commercials in between, and then, figuring out what I'm going to be doing. And do I have room for that? And then all of a sudden, 2 National Guards are shot. 2 National Guardsmen are shot in Washington, D.C. today, and both of them are in critical condition.
No, they died.
Well, according to sources now, that was not so.
I literally saw it right before we jumped on that they died.
Oh, God. So I was right the first time. So what ended up happening was the governor of Virginia jumped the gun, and he reported that they were dead.
Oh.
And so I pulled that one. I retracted that one and put the other one out because
look, national.
Yeah, so the timeline. But yeah, and then I definitely want to dig into that. So then that's going on, and then we saw that Carolyn Levitt's.
Yeah, can we talk about that? And by the ABC, NBC, PBS News, they're all confirming that those two individuals did die.
My God.
Yeah. Do you know what happened? Because frankly, I saw the headline, but I didn't have time to read the story.
Well, they were supposed to be guarding the front of the White House, and they were shot. Yeah.
They said the suspect is in custody.
Yeah. So 2 West Virginia members shot near the White House, 17th and I Street. Suspect is in custody. Local police, federal agencies, helicopter on the mall. Roughly 2,400 National Guard members are in D.C. currently. And Pete Hegseth is sending 500 more members.
Well, you know what?
I knew that was going to happen. Here's 2 things that I knew was going to happen. One, that this was going to happen.
Eventually, yes.
Eventually going to happen. And 2, is this opens the door for
martial law.
Martial law. I didn't want to say it, so thank you for saying it, for martial law.
Yeah, you know, it's interesting though, because America, okay, so we all know that America as a country, we may identify ourselves as American, and during the Olympics, you know, we're all USA, right? All of that. But in the end, if you look at like a regional cultural map of the United States, it's so varied and different depending on where you are. And it just speaks to the vastness of the country, how big it is in like miles, right? So declaring martial law from DC to hit Chicago, Milwaukee, Dallas, the West Coast, like that is a big ass undertaking that I don't think is going to go well.
No, it's not. But this is what they're looking for. They were hoping upon hope that they would get an opportunity. And I could be wrong, but I don't think I am. They were, you know, this just doesn't look good. And I'd be surprised if they didn't call martial law on this one. If you're bringing an additional 500 troops in, like, what are we doing?
Well, and the thing is that they're bringing it in because supposedly DC is a cesspool of crime, which we all know is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Just like Chicago is not a cesspool of crime. Violent crime has been going down in every city in America. Yeah. And the cities with the highest violent crime and murder rate are red cities in red states. They are not blue cities in blue states or blue cities in red states like Charlotte.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, can we applaud Mima? Can we applaud Mima? Can we applaud her with her little pew pew? Because she said, listen, I have my comfort weapon, or just however she termed it, which made me like sit up. And she was like, if y'all don't get off my property.
Oh,
because ICE was on her private property. And in North Carolina, they have very lenient stand your ground laws.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the castle doctrine, which is what we have here in Wisconsin. Right? Like she would not have been no, she wouldn't have been, they would have just been like, well, you shouldn't have been on her lawn, dude.
Right. Pew pew. Here we go.
Yeah. Like, giddy up.
Yeah. So I heard about it. I haven't seen it yet. I can't wait to see it. I'm sure it's a hoot.
It's quite amazing. She literally walks up to them and is like, what do you want? Like, first she's on her porch because they're on her property harassing her landscaping crew.
Yeah.
And she's like, what do you want? And they're like, well, you know, and she's like, you can't be here. And then she was like, listen, I have my little weapon. Like she had it on her. And I was like, Mima.
Yeah, I definitely need to visually see it. Like I said, I read about it, but I haven't seen it. Now you're gonna have me looking for it.
It's on TikTok, girl. Go.
Oh,
That's where I
okay.
saw it. That's where I saw it. All right. So can we just talk for a moment
Okay.
about how our politicians are using people for political gamesmanship, and it's erasing humanity, and we are falling for it. We're falling for it because it's illegal aliens, not undocumented immigrants, right? So it's dog whistle language.
Yeah.
They're talking about how, these illegal aliens drain the American social safety net. Lies. They actually are a net positive for the country because of the 100. Okay, let me get this up. Let me get this number for you.
The number.
Be correct.
How Heather does.
Yep. Girl, yes, we have to be correct. I can't be like giving numbers and not have like receipts for it. I mean, come on. Oh, come on, computer. When I really need you to go. All right, hang on. Because we're about to do it. Okay. There we go. I'm just going to give you this. Now, I have written this story multiple times in multiple ways. But here's the numbers. All right. So how much money? Let's play money trivia. I like money trivia.
Mm-hmm.
How much in federal, state, and local taxes in 2022, because that's the last year that we have like a complete number for, do you believe undocumented immigrants paid in taxes total across the country?
I bet it's in the billions.
$100 billion.
Golly. I knew it.
Right?
I knew it.
They're paying into Social Security and Medicaid, and they can get neither. They're also paying into Medicaid. Right. They can't get that program either.
Correct.
They're also not eligible for SNAP.
No, they're not.
So they're paying $100 billion into our social safety net, into our economies.
Yep.
They're not using that money. They're not using that money.
No.
Okay.
No, they can't.
No. All right. So which industry? I know it varies roughly by region and state, but which industry do you think? Well, which top 3 industries do you think have the most undocumented immigrants as part of their labor force?
Service.
Yep, that's one. Well, wait, what kind of service?
When I say service, I mean like restaurant. I mean like
hospitality.
Hospitality. Yeah, in those industries, yes. I know that's one. The other would probably be construction. It's probably one. Landscaping.
Nope. That's not one of the top. Agriculture.
Okay, see, that was the next thing I was going to say. Farming. Yeah.
Yeah. So here in Wisconsin, because we're the what? Dairy state, right?
Yes, you are the dairy state.
70% of dairy farm labor is undocumented.
70%.
So if you want to take all those people away, our dairy industry collapses.
Yeah.
Instantly. Okay. All right. So there's another one. What is the other story that politicians like to say about immigrants that they do a lot of what?
I'm just going by what people say to me.
Yeah.
They say that they're violent criminals. That's
yep. Ding, ding, ding. Okay.
Yeah.
From the rhetoric we're hearing,
yeah,
you would think that immigrants are causing this huge crime wave, especially undocumented immigrants. That is incorrect. And you want to know what state can prove it to us? You're never going to. Texas, of all fucking things. They are one of the only states tracking immigration status in arrests. And guess what?
What?
They show consistently lower felony arrest rates than native-born residents.
Wonder why.
Yeah, because they were escaping bullshit and they're just coming here to have a better life.
Exactly.
Woo, goodness. More importantly, Penn State's Social Science Research Institute found that cooperation agreements between local police and ICE have no measurable impact on reducing violent crime. In fact, it makes communities less safe because reporting and increasing it reduces crime reporting and increases vulnerability for Latinx communities. So all this stuff that we're being fed by this administration and the people even in your state and regional governments who believe it, they are feeding you a line of horseshit. Do your own research. Texas of all fucking states is tracking this.
Right. And so but the problem is not so much that people they're not doing the research because it's better to blame someone else rather than themselves for what may be happening to themselves personally. Or when and it's not just white people, it's people, right? So like I'm just hearing people just say, well, if they were here legally, if they were no. Let's talk about the amount of DACA babies and the amount of people who are following the correct procedures for being in this country and are still having to go to court and prove themselves every 6 months, every so forth. And now
they're being pulled up.
And when they arrive, now they're dismissing their cases and ICE can pick them up.
Yep.
I need that shit to make sense.
Well, and here's the thing. It is white people, and I'm going to tell you why. Because white people, again, let's go back to Bacon's Rebellion of 1676. And that was when poor whites and enslaved Africans rose up and they were like, this system is fucking us both. Right? And we're not going to stand for it anymore. And then all of a sudden, the wealthy elites started like brainwashing poor white folks into thinking as long as you're not black, you're okay, right? They'll turn a blind eye to the way that we are stealing and harming you. Stealing from you and harming you, right? You're going to turn a blind eye to that because as long as you're not black, you're okay, right? So white people now, if the ones who go along with all this, if they are really going to blame the right parties, they need to blame the capitalist system on which the capitalist and racist system on which this country is built. But by then, that's almost a bridge too far, because then they'd have to look at their fellow white folks and be like, oh, you really have been playing me for a fool. They don't want that because that's too much of a mirror.
But isn't it, I'm just going to say this because this is like crazy, but isn't it obvious that they're being played?
I mean, if you have critical thinking skills and can do deductive reasoning, sure. But I believe we've covered this, haven't we, about civics literacy and literacy in general ad nauseum?
I have no words.
And can we just also state for the record,
I'm listening,
that when you cross into this country as an undocumented person, so you cross in illegally, I will never say illegal alien, but there is an illegal border crossing happening according to U.S. law. Unless you're caught in the act, you know what being in a community as an undocumented immigrant is no different than like getting a parking ticket. It's a municipal citation. It's not a felony. It's not even a misdemeanor.
It's not even a misdemeanor.
It's like getting a traffic ticket for real.
Yeah, I agree.
And people just okay. And that's what I mean.
Just a second, because of course it's freaking Thanksgiving and everybody's messaging me, and I apologize for this. Hang on just a second.
Oh, you're good.
I have to send someone a phone number because folks is out here eating and stuff, and picking up food, and I'm like, you do know I'm recording right now, right? And no one cares.
Right? Like
Um,
we have a podcast
we
going
got a podcast,
on.
and that's what I've been sitting here doing. And no, you cannot call me. So there you go.
No, I get it.
Okay, there you go.
But that's what I mean by like if we're really going to talk about humanity and thankfulness and being grateful, we really have to walk that talk.
We do. And how do we do that though? Especially in the middle of everything. I'm going to give you an example. I am the kind of person, I give people the benefit of the doubt. No matter how much you shit on me, and no matter how much you treat people poorly, I like to give people the benefit of the doubt, almost to a massive fault.
I mean, I admire that in you. I'm a Libra and I'm all love and light until I'm not, because I will walk over you on the street even if you were bleeding and I would just keep going.
Damn.
I mean, we are love and light until we are absolutely not.
Okay. I cannot, because my thing is I always go back to this idea that we are all here for a reason and we all have lessons to learn. And what is my role in helping people to get to that next level that they're supposed to get, or what lessons should they be learning? Now, also that can go either way, because what's my lesson as well? Should my lesson be not to be a bleeding heart for everybody?
Yes.
Right. So, yes. And I have to learn how to stand up for myself, because I'm a punk when it comes to that. Now, no. We are not going into this new year talking shit about ourselves. Well, you know what I mean.
No, you're not a punk. Okay, what you are is a person with a giant and generous heart who wants to believe that everyone else has the same. That is a beautiful trait to have.
And it drives people insane about me, because I'm always like, well, we're just going to see. And then once that person shows me again and again and again, then I allow themselves to remove themselves from my life. I never say, get out, get gone. Here's my point in saying that. An example would be today when I read, last night, when I read that Carolyn Levitt's family, her brother's baby's mama, has been picked up by ICE, and she's not been deported, but she's been transported 1,500 miles away from the family. Now, word on the street is that she didn't have anything to do with her son anyway, but
that's my understanding as well. Yeah.
The brother says, well, I don't want this to impact him. And in my head today, I said, well, wouldn't you know that all of these other parents and these children that are being picked up and held in these facilities with lights on them 24/7 are going through the same thing that you're saying that your son is getting ready to go through, right? And how dare you? And let's be clear on one thing, because I keep thinking about back to when Barack Obama was in office and he was doing the same thing. So let's, and I remember seeing images of these children in cages being wrapped up in foil. Mm-hmm. And I absolutely remember that. And I kept thinking, regardless, no matter who it is, it's wrong.
Right.
Period. I don't care who it is. And I just think, see, what are we doing?
Yeah, well, that's part of it, right? Like that's the using, forgetting about the humanity of the individual to make political points, to win this political gamesmanship.
Right.
And I obviously we like when we talk about it in those big broad terms.
Yeah.
It's it feels overwhelming. Right? Like how do you solve this, right?
Right.
And so what I think we have to remember is that we have to do our part and make sure that the people in our families and circles are also doing their part, because it's just like dropping, a rock into a pond, right? The ripples come out. Mm-hmm. And I think that I still believe there are more good people in the world than bad.
Yeah.
Despite what we've been shown, but we have to remember that the squeaky wheel, was it squeaky wheel gets the oil,
yeah,
whatever. Yeah. we have to remember that, right? So while they're being loud, we have to be correct.
That part, please say it again.
You
Yeah.
know, they're loud and they're getting a lot of attention,
Yeah.
but we have to be correct in the way we treat each other.
Mhm.
And I know I said, I'm all love and light until I'm not, and that is true. But it typically is because it's on a very personal level, right? Like you've
Right.
crossed a line too many with me. Maybe it was a boundary I've set for myself, and now you tried to cross it, and maybe I let you because boundaries for me can be porous a lot of times.
Right. Right.
But I will cut you off. That doesn't mean I'm going to treat you poorly. I'm
Yeah.
just not going to deal with you at all,
That.
right?
Yeah.
But I think overall, I think we're all kinder than we are not.
I agree with that.
And so I think that that's why we have to be correct. So me and mine, you and yours,
Yeah.
we have to do that. And I'm reminded by this because my daughter teaches high school math in
Mhm.
a school of predominantly black and brown students.
Mhm.
She, is biracial,
Yeah.
and um, she sets an example for them just by standing in front of them, right? Like, you know, she went to college, she got her master's degree, she's a math genius. Like, that's just what she is. My mom bought her a t-shirt that says, I do math like a girl, try and keep up,
Oh,
right?
I love that. I love that.
um, but she has turned her classroom into a sanctuary because she knows kids come to school with a lot of shit on their minds,
Not. Absolutely.
right? And so she has um, feminine supplies in her classroom. She has snacks. She
Mhm.
has a coffee corner with comfy chairs, and she and if a kid is in her class and puts their head down to go to sleep, she's not going over to their desk knocking on it like, wake
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. Yeah.
She'll talk to them later and be like, hey, is everything okay? kids
Right.
kids hate geometry.
I
They
mean,
love her.
I mean,
Right. Oh, Jesus.
it's geometry. So yeah.
Yeah, I mean, algebra we're good, but geometry, ugh.
Right.
um but that's what she's done, is she has turned her classroom into caring.
Mhm.
And does she even want to work anymore? No, she's like, I don't dream of labor. She's not even 30 yet. Anywho,
Mm.
right? She does not dream of labor.
Ah.
Um, but what it says to me is that she's, that kindness,
Mhm.
it reverberates out
Mhm. Mhm.
because these kids feel that.
Mhm.
And sometimes they just need to know that somebody gives a shit about them.
Yep. And that's hard in these days.
Yeah. And so I think I say all that because that's kind of like she's setting an example for them, not
Mhm.
just in what they could achieve. Like, you too can go to school.
Right.
You too
Right.
can be whatever you want to be, whether it's a trade or college or a 2-year degree or whatever, right? Like, she's showing them you can be whatever you want.
Mhm.
But she's also giving them an example on how to be kind.
Yeah.
And it's not necessarily, through words, it's just by deed.
By deed. Yeah. Through their actions. And that's a good place to be, because I'm a firm believer you reap what you sow. So you have to be careful how you treat folks and yourself ultimately,
Yeah.
through that, because whomever you are treating poorly, I'm a firm believer that somehow you're actually externally doing that to yourself.
Oh, that's really good.
So when I'm learning that a lot of these people that are wearing the masks and picking people up, they're Latino, they're Black, they're Asian.
What do
And
you what do you make of that?
power. It's a power ploy. It's a
Mm.
power play. It is, I'm better than you because I've got this on. You know, I you're not now some of it is money, right? Because I understand that they're basically treating them like bounty hunters, and the more people that you can pick up, they're going to give you more money per head, right? Which I think it's when I tell you, Heather, this entire situation is going to bust hell wide open when it does. And I'm not talking about hell. I mean, it's going to be so many people that will have to pay for what they are currently doing.
Yeah, because I just would like to remind everybody, Richard Nixon, Watergate, big, huge thing. He didn't go to jail, but his attorney general did.
Yeah.
It's and not only that, but we have to remember that the Supreme Court has protected the president. Doesn't matter who's in office. The presidency is protected with immunity for acts done as their president.
Right.
That's who's not. Everybody else.
Everybody else. And the thing is that this will begin to trickle down the other way. And we're already starting to see that. I'm going to go back to Carolyn Levitt. Who would have thought? Right. So that's number one. I'm sure she could probably give less than a damn. But I will also say,
she probably called. I mean,
somebody said, oh, she probably called. Right.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah. And I think ultimately we're going to see more of this, where this is starting to buy people like Kash Patel, perfect example. They're looking at already renaming somebody to replace him because of some of the foolery that he's done, like taking a private plane with U.S. tax dollars, your and my tax dollars, to fly his girlfriend around and on private excursions. And then not only that, I just thought, you got to be fucking kidding me.
Okay, can I just say, apropos of absolutely nothing, he reminds me of those dolls that you squeeze and their eyes pop out. Sorry.
Because he's always like this.
Like, for real. His eyes are like...
I hope he doesn't think he's looking serious when he does that. Because it's not the pose, honey. It's just not. Like, what are you doing? Like, it ain't sexy. So you're taking my tax dollars, my hard-earned tax dollars, and you taking your girlfriend on flight. Then on top of that, you are taking FBI agents and giving her security round the clock.
Oh, get the fuck out of here. Really?
No lies detected.
I knew about the trips, but the security?
Yep. Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Yes. Yep. And so they're sick of it. They're tired of it. And the Trump administration is like, you know what? We need to find somebody else to replace him. Right. But if we're going to be replacing, it just needs to be some replacing all the way around. And I think we're starting to see some of that. I definitely see cracks in what is happening. Do I see 2026 being a flip? Absolutely. Will it be enough? Who knows?
And you mean like with the election?
Absolutely, yes.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
I absolutely see a blue wave.
Yeah, we locally, we're already gearing up for news coverage because we have elections in April and in November. So here in Wisconsin, every Congress. Well, I don't think Gwen is up for re-election. I should check. I have one of the only 2 Democratic Congress people from Wisconsin. So we have 8 altogether. 6 are Republican, 2 are Democratic.
Jeez.
Democrats. But the Republican just south of us, Brian Style, he is up for re-election next year. And then every member of the state assembly is also up for election or re-election next year. So they're and governor. So we could have some significant shakeup here in Wisconsin. And our congressional maps are now before the Wisconsin Supreme Court today. So this has been a case that has been ongoing, and we have a liberal majority on our court. But it had dismissed a lawsuit previously, like, we're not redrawing the congressional maps. Y'all had your chance. You didn't do it. We're not doing it, right? But then 2 other groups on 2, like, I don't know who has standing to do it, but at any rate, they brought 2 more lawsuits, and the Supreme Court today ruled that those cases have to be heard one each for a 3-judge panel. That is a Republican law, by the way. that was passed by the Republican legislature and signed by Republican Scott Walker. Okay. But the reason why people are up in arms about it is three of the judges the three judges on one panel supported Susan Crawford, who was the liberal candidate in the $100 million race earlier this year.
Right.
And on the other panel, two of them supported Crawford and one of them supported Schimmel. So there's a little bit of controversy there, but either way, they're still following the law. Like, they're having the cases heard by these three judge panels or whatever. So Wisconsin could very well get new congressional maps by next year.
Is that a good thing, you think?
Well, they're saying that the state has been gerrymandered, which, yes. So, I mean, if who knows?
Right.
Who knows?
Right. That's scary, man. There's so much that's happening. I sent you a list of shit.
Yes, you did. Let's look at the list of shit that you sent.
To make sure that we've covered every daggone thing.
Okay, so let's see. I'm going back. Okay. The shooting, we covered that.
Campbell's.
Oh, let's talk about Campbell's. Let's talk about Campbell's. You wanna give the people the synopsis?
Yeah, let's talk about Campbell's. And I actually did like an entire think piece on it and all that fun stuff. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I do want to point out a couple of things. The person who you overheard doing the talking was not the vice president of Campbell's. He was the vice president of their cybersecurity team. But it doesn't matter. Number one, he made disparaging.
That's like 6 of one, half dozen of another.
Right. And so, unfortunately, because he was caught on a hot mic. So let's back up just a little bit. The guy that reported him literally was a security guard, recorded him making these comments, or he was a part of the same team, VP. They're out. Clearly, you can hear that he's feeling himself and he's all kinds of hyped up. And he says, and I'm going to try to quote as much as possible. He says that let me get this right. He says, I would never get caught eating that shit.
Soup, chicken noodle soup.
Talking about chicken noodle soup, Campbell's, because it is manufactured and because I don't want to eat a 3D printed chicken or something to that effect. And then from the rest of the news article that I read, he not only talked about, he also said, Campbell soup, that's for poor people, XYZ. That's not made for blah, blah, blah. And I wouldn't be caught doing such and such and such. And then Indians, they're so dumb and they're so this and da, 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 da. So he went on this racist rant as well, right? So it's not just about what he said about the food, the bioengineered food. It's also the fact that he's clearly a misogynist and he's also a racist. Okay.
I am shocked to the core.
I know. With a last name Garza. So there's that. Now, I just had to point that out. So he was not relieved of his duties, but he was given a leave of absence. And Campbell's said in their statement that he does not align with their values.
So why is he still working there?
Right. Well, because they're going to do the legal thing and they're going to quote unquote investigate first. That's just based on legal procedure.
They have the HR jargon. They have to protect the company.
Exactly. Yes. So that's exactly what they're doing. They have to follow the law, do it correctly, say that they're going to investigate, get their labor relations team on it. And then they're going to, what they're really doing is they're planning his exit.
Yeah.
Right. And they're either going to reach out to him and tell him that your time here is up, or we're going to give you an out by letting you resign. And here's your severance package for doing so.
Yeah.
Now, I've been on the receiving end of both of those because I'm from labor relations. Do it all the time.
So with your expertise, what avenue do you think is best for him? Number one, just individual, but number two, which of those choices helps him potentially like secure future employment?
It would be to resign.
Okay.
It would be because they're leaving, quote unquote, the choice up to him, if that makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. And so he'll probably make some kind of statement or not that we'll never hear about, but it will probably be internal. Mm-hmm. Okay. The fallout has already happened, though. Here's the issue. The fallout from Campbell's has already occurred because of what he said, because people didn't hear that he was the VP of their cybersecurity or their Wi-Fi department. They heard VP,
right?
Campbell's, and they put those two together, right?
Yep.
And we also heard, I don't eat that shit. That's for poor people. That's what we heard. Mm-hmm. And we also heard that it's manufactured meat and it's 3D printed. Now, let's put that in perspective. If it were truly 3D printed, it would be expensive as hell because 3D printed meat is expensive, right?
Wait, is that a thing?
It is a thing. Yeah. Yeah, it's a thing.
I thought that was just like a superfluous phrase. Like he was just doing it for effect.
It is legit. It's the proteins of meats that they put together to make like steak. Yeah. Oh yeah. And it's a thing. It's actually being served in restaurants and stuff as we speak. Yeah. It's not new. It's been around for.
Okay, can I just show you something?
Sure.
This is my dragon. It is also 3D printed. I want to point that out.
So yeah, it's 3D printed food is a thing, and the meats, and it comes out looking raw, and then you could cook it like regular meat. Yeah, it's a thing. It's legit. Yes. So,
oh God,
it is legit a thing. Now here's the thing. Some people pay a lot of money for that. So
why?
Girl, I don't know. But it's
made. Can I just also say like something else that's food related, slightly off topic. But this was like, I don't know. Let's just, because time is fluid, ADHD, I can't keep shit straight. But let's just say 6 months ago for the sake of this conversation. But I saw a headline that food companies are actually engineering food that will bypass GLP-1 medications. Like, why can't you just make shit healthy?
Because then I won't continue to be addicted to it.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
I eat 85% dark chocolate. Okay. You know how bitter that is? It's bitter. You know what else I am? Addicted to it.
But here's the thing. The foods that people really enjoy are the foods that are making them sick.
I agree, but if you look at a Lay's bag, I'm just going to use Lay's chips as an example. I haven't looked at one recently, but let's just pretend that this is what it says. When you look at the ingredients, it says potatoes, vegetable oil, salt. Mm-hmm. That's pretty fucking simple. And guess what? I love me some potato chips.
Me too.
And I will eat the hell out of that bag.
Yeah.
It's not good for me, but it's not engineered.
Well, let's keep going.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it goes deeper.
Oh, God.
So then I went on to talk about how I said something like Campbell's count your days, count your fucking days, or something I said to that effect, not because of what he said or that we didn't know that there is such a thing as bioengineered or GMO foods, right? But because you blatantly said that you work for the company in this leadership role, you wouldn't even eat your own company's fucking food. That's why I had my concern. Mm-hmm. Then the other concern was you didn't even, Campbell's, address the elephant in the room and try to debunk it by saying our foods are this, here's the data to back it up. You said we're going to he's on leave and he does not align with our values.
But apparently bioengineered meat does.
Okay. So since you're not going, how about this? Hey, 160, 200,000 people that follow me every single day. Guess what? Here's what Campbell's owns.
Oh, I did see you do that, but I did not click on it because I was like, this is information I cannot digest right now. But
So
go
I
ahead,
went
name
through the
some.
list.
Name some.
Oh, Snyder's.
Like the pretzels?
Yeah. Snyder's, Lance cookies and cakes. Let's see what else. Rao's, Raos.
Rao's sauce?
Yes, Rao's sauce.
Rao's is so good.
Prego. Let's see what. I'm so sorry. I know. Oh, I feel so bad. So yeah. Who else is on there? Hold on. I think it's still up. Hang on just a second. I think I bookmarked it. I did. So V8 girl. Let's see.
Who wants
Campbell's
to
Chunky, Michael Angelo's, Prego. Listen, Pace, Salsa, Swanson the broth. Yes. Campbell's Home Meals, SpaghettiOs. Yes. All apart. Wait. Oh, I ain't done.
If you say Ravi's, I'm going to be very upset.
So, Goldfish girl. I know. Pepperidge Farm.
Well, I don't really eat a lot of Pepperidge Farm anymore.
Yeah. Milano's.
Those are my favorite cookies. Okay.
I know. Snack Factory pretzel chips, Pacific Foods, Kettle Brand, Late July, Cape Cod.
Wait, which one?
Cape Cod potato chips.
So when you said the ones that say kettle on
Kettle
them?
Brand, you know the hard potato chips, like they're
They're
fried.
good. They're fried in peanut oil.
Yeah.
That's why they're so good.
Yeah. They're part of Campbell's. And I said, since y'all won't acknowledge, let's go on ahead and just go down the long list of all of you all's products. Oh, but wait. Then I decided there's more. Then, of course, I decided to go down the rabbit hole even further and found out more about what bioengineered food really is.
I don't want to. Do I want to know this? Am I going to be like, la, 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 can I hear you?
Almost, but you got to know. You got to know.
Go ahead.
So I'm going to give you the gist of it because I still have my notes up, right? Because, of course, you know, I had to dig real deep. Bioengineered food products. I did a whole piece called Who Makes Them, Why, and Are We Being Told the Truth? So GMOs. Here's what we know. There are 4 biotech crop producers. Here's what you need to know. There is nothing, literally nothing almost, that is not already bioengineered. Okay? Let's go down the list.
Okay.
Here's some of the stuff that you already buy that is bioengineered. Coca-Cola, Kellogg's, Kraft Heinz, General Mills, PepsiCo, Nestle, Tyson Foods. Fast food chains use bioengineered oils, corn syrup, and additives. Now, let's talk about what those big items are that make this a bioengineered food product. Sit down. You ready?
No, but go ahead.
I'm so sorry. It's so bad. Oh my God, today. Here we go. Okay, I'm pulling it up. Corn syrup.
Oh, that's, yes.
Okay, but corn. The other one was beet sugar.
Wait, which one?
Beet sugar.
What, like B-E-E? Wait, B-E-E-C-H? Beach?
Yeah, B-E-E-T.
That one? Okay.
B-E-T. Beet sugar, additives, enzymes. Let's see what else is a part of, because I'm just literally scrolling. So the most engineered foods in America are corn, soy, canola, vegetable oil, sugar from beets, processed snacks, soda, salmon.
And I suppose if it doesn't say Atlantic or fresh caught, then that
means it's bioengineered. Yes. So basically what this means, sit down, this is really going to mess your head up, is that if the DNA of that particular food item has been altered in a lab, it is considered bioengineered. So it's not like somebody sitting and sewing food together and putting it in a package. Yeah. It's literally at the inception of the germination of the seed itself. That's where the bioengineered part comes in. There are 4 companies that are literally doing this, and only 4. Want to know who they are? I bet you do.
Yeah.
Yes. Bayer Monsanto, is
Of
one.
course. Of course.
BSF.
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We also have Syngenta.
Well, I don't think I've heard of that one.
Yeah, they're part of ChemChina. And then we also have Corteva Agriscience. Oh, but wait, there's more. So now what a lot of people don't know is that these 4 biotech crop producers literally sell their seeds to farmers and make the farmers sign contracts in order to obtain their seeds every year.
Mm-hmm.
And here's one of the things that the farmers can't do. They can't replant the seeds that they bought, even if they didn't use them all. They have to destroy them. They cannot sell the seeds or give them to their neighbors at any cost.
Wait, these are the bioengineered seeds?
Uh-huh. Yes. Correct.
Okay.
And there are farmers who have been sued because of this, and they've also been sued because natural wind progression, those particular bioengineered seedlings flow in the wind and end up in somebody else's crop. And we told you.
Okay, hang on. That defies logic.
Oh, but they got sued. And Monsanto won.
What? Wind is wind. You want them to plant them because you want to grow these bioengineered crops. Wind is wind.
They don't care.
Okay, number one, can we just say this is proof, as if we needed more, that is, if you can, you must grow your own food.
Yeah.
Yep. And here's how you can do it. I know a lot of people are like, girl, I don't have room for that. I live in Wisconsin like I do. It's winter. What am I supposed to do? Right? Okay. Yes, I understand that. But if you have one window that faces south,
put something in it.
That's where the sun is.
Yeah.
You can grow. They have Aldi sells. Oh, it's not summer anymore. Anyway, Aldi sells these planters.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And you stack them,
mm-hmm.
and then you can grow vegetables and stuff on them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Also, fun fact, you can grow lemon and lime trees in your house. They won't be big. They don't, obviously, because they're not outside.
Mm-hmm.
But you can grow them and get little fruits.
Yeah, you get little fruits.
Same with avocados. You can do all of that inside your house. You can grow your own food. And if you don't, if you're like, I'm not growing anything in my house, I got kids, they're going to ruin everything. Yes, I understand that.
Mm-hmm.
But then and if you live in a more of a urban area like I do, mm-hmm. and you don't have a yard for a garden, find your urban garden network.
Yes.
Because you can get a plot. It's not even very big. I think it's like, I don't know, 8 feet long and maybe 3 or 4 feet wide.
That way,
you can grow so much in that plot.
Mm-hmm.
But and it's usually very low cost. And if you can't afford it, they usually have a program to give you seeds and dirt and get you started. Urban Garden Network is an organization. It's not just like, oh, it's this throw up thing. Like, it is a thing, mm-hmm. right? But we have to grow our own food. Stop buying seedless watermelons. Buy seeded watermelons, save the seeds, and plant them next year. And grow your own watermelon. That's what I did this year.
Absolutely. Yes.
We grew cucumbers. We grew zucchini. Yep. We tried to grow pole beans. And we did grow the pole beans. We just don't eat them. So I threw them in the yard for the bunnies. But, we grew tomatoes. We didn't eat them because I grew the wrong kind and they were not tasty. Mm-hmm. But again, fed squirrels and bunnies. But I'm just saying, you can grow your own food.
You can. Absolutely. You absolutely can. And I just wanted to share that because I think it's important for people to understand that if you happen to follow me, if you happen to run across my videos, which I'm finding are going ridiculously viral right now, one of the things that you have to understand is that the conversation was never about the fact that we did not know that bioengineering does occur. The fact is that your own employees won't eat the food. And then guess what started happening? Other employees of other companies began to talk to me.
Oh, crap. Really?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes. And it's horrifying. And some of the drivers, the truck drivers who deliver from to your stores and so forth, they started, one guy sang like a freaking canary for about 5 paragraphs. And food supply is absolutely tainted. Absolutely. And we wonder why we're sick. We wonder why we're overweight. We wonder why we're suffering with so much more than we were. We're wondering why it's not that we're fat, we're inflamed.
Yeah.
It's
say that part again, friend.
Yeah, it's true. Like, I'm sitting here now in my menopausal self with this body that I'm carrying, this meat suit that I'm in, and you know, I can tell that I'm inflamed today. So and I haven't eaten much today, but still. And let me see, what did I have today? I had lettuce, and I had bacon for breakfast. You know, simple stuff like that I myself prepared. And so it's horrifying to think that I had to turn everything over and look to see, was this what it said it was before I ate it? But
here's the thing. We have to check everything we eat.
We do.
If there are more than 5 ingredients and they include words you can't pronounce, don't eat it.
You shouldn't be eating it. Period.
Don't eat it. I buy sourdough. I've tried to make my own sourdough. I can make some bread. I'm a really good baker.
Right.
Sourdough eludes me. So I buy my sourdough from Aldi. I get it. You want to know what the ingredients are?
What?
Flour, salt, water. That's it.
That's it. And that's all it should be. It's crazy. And so that's one of the reasons why we are as sick as a nation as we are. Yep. So you might notice that many of us are almost, no matter who we are, we're all kind of built alike because the foods the chemicals in these foods are settling in places that they shouldn't have. Oh, and here's something else that they talked about too. With the bioengineering. It talked about, let me pull it back up because I found this to be very interesting. They're having to use stronger pesticides now because so they're using stronger pesticides because the food is so changed from what it naturally was supposed to be, right?
Yeah, I saw a headline that said that the Trump administration is clearing the use for PFAS on our food. PFAS are forever chemicals. They will kill you. That is the long and short of what a PFAS is.
Oh my God, this is too much. So, pesticide exposure.
Yep.
Super weeds. Now there are weeds out there that are herbicide resistant, forcing farmers to use stronger, more toxic chemicals, which in turn ends up in our food supply.
And the water table.
Let's talk about that. Now, let's also talk about this. Allergenicity concerns.
Say that word again?
Allergenicity.
So it's just about people getting more allergic to things?
Yeah, new allergens that the human body has never, ever, ever heard of, that they can't combat, that they can't fight off. Yeah. Biodiversity loss is another one. Monocrops of engineered corn, soy, cotton eliminate natural diversity and weaken the ecosystem.
Grow your own food.
Yep. Exactly.
Grow your own food.
Yes.
And I say that I'm not a canner, right? Like, I don't like canned stuff. Like, bleh. I mean, pickles are different, right?
I mean, they are.
But pickles are
because they're pickles. Yeah.
Right. Because who doesn't like vinegar and salt and dill?
That part.
Hello. But I'm saying, like, I'm not going to eat canned zucchini, right? I'm not going to. I'm not going to eat canned tomatoes. I am not going to. Like, I'm not going to eat those things.
Right.
So I will have to, in the cold weather months, buy that stuff. But one of the reasons I shop at Aldi is because 5 to 7 years ago, potentially more, they made a commitment to have more natural foods in their stores. That includes their produce. So a lot of their produce is actually flown in from Mexico, where they don't use all these pesticides.
I love to hear that.
So that's another reason why I shop there. You know, they don't, I mean, some stuff, yeah, you pick it up and you're like, oh my God, what the hell is in this, right?
Right. Absolutely.
But like they have Icy Pops, right? And they're in flavors like mango, strawberry, and lemon, and whatever, right? They are all natural.
I love that.
There's no additives. There's not even sugar added. It's all natural sugar in them, right? And so, like, they're going to vary by color, even within the same flavor,
Right.
because they're all natural.
Because
and they're not expensive. They're like maybe, I don't know, $1.50 or something like that, and you get 12, and they're not huge, right? They're only like, I don't know. Me and Zeta eat that all summer. You know, but you can't, like, you have to grow your own food because we are being poisoned. So this is another thing too. So when you hear names like, what is it? Monsanto is what is the other half of that name?
Bayer
Monsanto, right? They're making us sick, right? They're making us sick. So they're making money on the food that they sell us. And then they're making money on the back end by claiming to have the medicine to cure you.
That part. Yep.
Such bullshit.
It's all about the American dollar, isn't it?
I hate
Fuck us. Fuck the humans. We're just here to feed the cog in the machine. We're just a cog in the machine. That's all. The Matrix in real time.
And if anybody was tuning into this because this is the night before Thanksgiving for a heartfelt message, you must not know us. Like, let us introduce ourselves.
Yes. Welcome to the Rivalry Report.
I know, we've been doing this for an hour and 16 minutes, but here we are. We don't, we're not going to be performative for you. No. We're not going to come on here with these heartfelt messages of being grateful, which I am, and being thankful. I also am. But you know what I also am? I'm pissed off.
Yes.
Because the amount of nonsense that we are supposed to just be like, yeah, all right, cool, that's cool.
Right.
It grows every day. And I know that that's part of the tactic, right? They want us exhausted. They want us distracted, all of these things, right? I get it. You know what else I know?
What?
Release the Epstein files.
That part. Yes. Yes. How many days do they have left? 21?
Oh, here's the thing. The president could have released them at any time. So I don't care about how many days. You can count them down, whatever, blah, 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 blah.
But you could have
They've always had it in their power to release them whenever they wanted to.
Yeah.
Whenever. It could have been released the day after inauguration.
Yeah. If they wanted to. But they really thought that people weren't going to be clamoring after it. Yeah. And unfortunately, they have realized people actually have a problem with raping children. It's ridiculous. It's that's, you know, oh my God, it's so much I could say about that, but I don't want to go down that rabbit hole again.
No, I know, I don't either, but I'm just saying it's all a distraction meant to keep us.
It absolutely is. So here we are.
All right. So thank you for joining us. Good evening, good morning, good
night.
Good evening, good morning, good afternoon. That's what I was trying to say. I couldn't remember what time of day I said already. Thank you for joining us. As always, Paulette comes with knowledge and her incredible way of like looking at all this stuff to present to you. And, I am amazed by the things that I learned from her because she'll, you know, you've heard it. She'll be like, girl, you didn't know that? No.
Well, I mean, you do the same to me. I'm like, wait a minute, what?
Not to the degree, because you are in it, like in it all day. I am in hyper local land for the most part.
Yeah. But that's kind of cool. That's like superpowers, you know, Wonder Twins activate kind of thing, you know? Right. Yeah.
Although I have to say, I always thought the Wonder Twins were kind of dumb because who turns into like an ice shield or like, I don't know, their powers are just weird to me. I prefer Electra Woman and Dyna Girl.
Electra Woman and Dyna Girl. Hey,
you can be Electra Woman.
Yes, I love it. I absolutely love it.
We may be dating ourselves with that, but anywho,
that's all right.
It's all good. All right, everyone. Thank you. We do hope you have a beautiful holiday if that is
Absolutely.
what you need. And if you need to not be with family, don't be with family.
Don't be with family.
It really is that simple. I know people are like, I can't, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you can.
Guys, try it.
Try it. Your peace,
Mm.
it's a beautiful thing.
Yes.
So, all right. Well, good night, everyone. We will
Have a good night,
I'll see you
everybody.
next week on another episode of
The Rivalry Report.
Love Your Voice. It's amazing.